everyone. Today we have a special guest in our Solus City podcast studio, Mr. Ratko Kupresak, who is a strategically agile senior executive with more than 25 years experience in FMCG field and partner of Exactka Middle East Consultancy, the company which is behind success of numerous innovative businesses and projects. Welcome to our studio, Mr. Ratko.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
You are the person who knows exactly what company need in order to grow, compete, and evolve. So, Mr. Ratko, my first question will be, Middle East, it's a new dimension of strategic Exactka transformation in the region. This sounds like a strong statement. So, what kind of companies do you target and what kind of instruments do you use in order for them to achieve these results?
We at Exactka, we are very proud of our wide and very diverse, robust portfolio that actually split into 5 pillars. Normally, we started with advisory as our main and core pillar. Then we also include in our service portfolio IT digital solutions. Then we have our own AI lab. A part of those 3, I would say, business pillars, we have another, which is education, training and education, and investment. This is something that we offering to our clients, and over the years, we actually gain a lot of experience within a numerous projects that we did in a different industries like telecommunication, banking, financial institution, insurance, government, FMCG companies, etc., which means that actually I would not be able to define exact what could be the ideal partner. I would say a little bit much wider. Everyone who has a real potential for growth or growth strategy can be our partner.
So your company is offering different services like business strategy, operational efficiency, IT strategy, AI readiness. So it means that it requires certain number of specialists. How big is your company and how many professionals are working with you?
Company was established in 2007 in Southeast Europe, expand presence in the Central and the North Europe, and over the years, actually developing a portfolio, it was required to develop the team. Today, company reach 200 experts within different categories, of course, starting with a consultant expert, then IT developers, etc., who can properly serve all the portfolio that we have. Normally, with a consultancy framework, we identify the gaps within the business processes and give some solutions. Then, with the helping of IT and the digital solution, we give a proper technical support to all this restructuring by using AI lab, creating necessary solutions for our clients. And of course, with the tailor-made education and training program, we helped our clients to develop their capabilities and skills in order to foster all the changes and transformation. Last but not least, on the end, we are also ready in some moment of time to help our clients and invest alongside with them as some kind of sign of our really full commitment on our job.
So it sounds like a big company, 200 professionals over the last almost 20 years. And how big is the Dubai office?
We actually, as a company, is a project-based company. The main of our service is a project-based. We have people sitting in different locations. As companies already have the head office in Amsterdam. Then we have offices in Belgrade, in Serbia. Then we have offices in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Now we are in Dubai, in UAE. Very soon we will be in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh. And one of whenever someone asks us where do you sit, actually we're sitting in all those
internationally.
We are sitting in all those offices, which means that all of our employees sit in some of those offices, never linked to one, because we are project based. We need to move and be with the clients on the spot.
So in this way, opening the office in Dubai was a strategic move to be present in the region. Why did you choose Dubai? Do you have some connections to this city and the region overall?
Okay, first of all, why Dubai? Dubai is recognized as a globally as a technological hub and innovation hub. Means that all the innovations and technological development massively happening in Dubai. From the second point of view, Dubai offering some kind of business-friendly environment, starting from the tax incentives, then the communication, then also geographically, Dubai is in a perfect place and become like a gateway to the Far East, connecting with the Europe and the east part of the world. Which means that this is all combination of the several things that actually Dubai really offering as a good business hub. That's why Dubai. Why Exacta came to Dubai? This is a logical move, as we established in Southeast Europe, and through the time we develop our presence in Central and North Europe. It was a logically move towards Dubai just because here whoever means something in a business is present here. We believe that we really belongs to this team, to these players, and really came here to test our capabilities, but also to offer our services on a professional level.
So do you agree that Dubai is really evolving over the last, even like, let's say, post-COVID times, and many expats and big investors are coming here?
I think that investors and expats came much earlier than COVID. Yes, we had some slowdown because I'm already in this region over 10 years. It was a little bit slowed down, but normally that was a global issue. I believe that Dubai recovered pretty fast after this crisis, and now we can witness new era or new wave of investment and the new companies coming to Dubai to offer their services or products.
So in this way, what kind of specific tasks appear while running the business here, and can you share maybe some real examples in strategy and efficiency improvement from your experience? So this will help our audience to understand why your clients choosing your company.
Good question, and I think that being here in this region, not just Dubai, being here in the Middle East, actually require to understand the region. And some of our experts, including myself, we have a pretty extensive experience in the Middle East and countries like UAE, like Saudi, like Qatar, like Iran. I mean, we were spending some time in all those countries by doing the project for some of the companies. And just some of the examples, what we did in the past, one of the biggest beverage company, actually we did a transformation that transformed totally route to market. To the new way of working and giving a better service for the customers and the consumers. Then we did also in KSA, one of the biggest dairy producer. Actually, we transformed total business and turn around from negative profit towards positive profit, which is also something that resulting in a quite financially quite good terms. On top of that, similar project that we did here in the region is related to the Iran biggest food industry, maybe one of the biggest, even based on the numbers, one of the biggest in the region. But for sure, we did a transformation of processes in that company and also resulted in a much better profitable way.
So all these projects, they are like big scale projects, if I may say.
Actually, yes, and we like big project. Of course, we are doing a smaller one, but engagement of some, let's say, external partner, external vendor, no matter consultancy or IT, etc., require that you have some kind of business size that can be transformed. We are helping through our investment also to startups, but this is a different framework that we are doing as well.
So, Mr. Ratko, you're the partner of the company which witnessed significant scaling and growth over the last few years. So why did you decide to scale, and what did you push you to grow your business?
There is a simple answer. If you don't grow, then you go down. Means that everybody else will grow, and then if you stay on the same level, actually you are going down. This is one mathematical reason, but that's not the real one. The real reason why actually we push to grow. First of all, is strategic response, which means that we wanted to be for our partners to create some kind of one-stop solution that we can, through the advisory framework, to identify the gaps, to prepare the recommendations, through IT and digital solutions to give some kind of support to this kind of technical solutions. Then using AI to modernize and speed up all the decision-making process, and helping through the education and investment, definitely creating or making us comprehensive vendor and partner for our clients. Second thing is related to the market response. While we did this development and growth in our framework, in our service level, actually we got a very clear feedback from our clients that they prefer to work with one vendor who can comprehensively cover many aspects of their business, instead having many vendors for different solutions. And the third thing is that a long-term solution, buying a long-term sustainable solution. Actually, this is the something that we try to building our portfolio of services that we provide. Actually, we try to be independent on no matter how the market going in the future, we will be able to adapt our services and help our clients in the future. That are main three reasons why pushing us to grow. But as I mentioned, if you don't grow, you really stagnate and everybody else go in front of you.
Yeah, but what is also important that there was real necessity and feedback from your client side.
This is exactly how we added this portfolio of our services during the time. Doing one project and giving a feedback, receiving a feedback from the clients, we actually start opening new chapter in our development phase. And this is how we ended up in these 5 pillars that actually now becoming pretty solid and comprehensive offer for our clients.
Mr. Ratko, you had such an amazing career path while working as a branch manager in the bank, then working for big multinationals, then moving to run a business and moving on your own. I wonder, there is a right time, or when did you realize that this is the right time to move on your own, open your company, and then grow your business? I think it will be interested to know for somebody who is trying to set up a business here in the UAE.
Yeah, that's a question. Sometimes we said that this is $1 million question, if someone can tell you exactly when. I believe there is no clear formula to make this decision, when and what to do. Simply commitment, hardworking, persistent, and maybe the most important thing is to keep the brain clear and open for the opportunities seeking on a daily basis, which means that you need to look around what can be opportunity for yourself, no matter are you in a big system or not. Usually when we discuss this topic, people tend to say that or you are good to be a manager, or you are good to be entrepreneur. I don't think so. I believe that this is a general statement, but I believe that when people are open to learn and to understand the things, they can be both. Any multinational, whenever I was working in big companies and multinational companies, I was looking with my team, I was looking into their entrepreneur skills. If everyone in the big system can behave slightly as an entrepreneur, this will help serving big system and big processes. This is something that actually we just need to somehow open the door for these skills that we have inside of us. The most important thing is keep the brain open, hardworking. Maybe this look like a speech in the school or a lecture in the school, but this is definitely in the market and in the street. On the end, only the strongest survive.
And as I say, embrace your failure and never give up.
Never. This is nowadays you can see a lot of videos and the clips and the podcasts that people talking about this one. Absolutely yes, and all of us need to be fair when we talk about this one, even my first entrepreneur project was failure. But yes, this leaves some scars in your soul, and but if you are really open-minded and learn from those mistakes, definitely you can do much better next time, and to improve your achievements.
So you will learn the lesson and you will just move on.
The most expensive learning is learning on your mistakes, but this is the best learning.
So, by the way, on your LinkedIn page, you have more than 50 endorsements by different people. So, this sounds like you are a hero in business, marketing, and sales. I wonder if there is still something you are eager to learn? Something new?
I don't know what those people on LinkedIn talking about, really. When you say like that, even I'm a bit surprised. Yeah, learning. Learning is definitely something that for business is very important because to do some business, you have to know the things. And I believe that learning it's a daily job for all of us. Having some kind of new information about, we are talking now about business, but having a new information about business that you are in, category that you are in, it's absolutely necessary to have an updated version on a daily basis. Just I would like to compare humans, us, with, let's say, with a laptop. You buy today the modern new laptop. If you don't update the software in a year or two, you can throw it to the garbage. Same thing is with the people. If you don't update yourself, if you don't learn, if you don't gain something new, actually in a couple of years you will become very old-fashioned and not in line with the trend.
Up to date,
and not up to date to the trends that you can guide some people, team or company or whatever, into the new phase.
Right, especially nowadays in these very dynamic and transformational times when I think our life in general speed up significantly.
Everything is speed up. Also, our learning process is speeding up. In the past, I mean, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, we spent a lot of years in the classes reading some books and learning something from the books. Nowadays, kids, especially young generation, find this in 10 seconds in internet and then give you all the formulas that we learn for years sitting in the classes.
So, in this way, what would be your best advice for someone who is starting a business here in the UAE?
I had a lot of contacts with the companies that would like to start business in UAE. Some of them were well-established companies, let's say back in Europe. Some of them behave as a startup. In general, here you have to expect very tough environment. Very hard work is required, and just not to sit in some kind of illusion. Yes, Dubai and UAE looks very, very high-tech, etc. In the Middle East, maybe the leading country from the innovation and technical point of view. But definitely you also need to know that in UAE and especially in Dubai, whoever do anything globally from the business point of view, they are present here. Means that competition is so hard, so heavy, and expect that they will fight back hardly. Heavily, of course. And this is something what definitely I used to say that it's not cheap presence in Dubai. I'm not talking only about financial. I'm talking about the time spending, energy spending, yes, money investment, etc. Overall, it requires a lot of investment from our side.
So in this way, there is a real difference mentality-wise of running business back in Europe, Asia, and Middle East. I mean, you witnessed this yourself.
Yeah. Dubai is one of the top locations in the world when we talk about number and mix of nationalities. I don't know exact number, but I believe it's over 100 different nationalities are present in Dubai, which means that the cultural difference is totally huge and big. Just talking, go back to the home countries when in most of the companies, 99% of the employees are local employees. And no different cultures. It's one culture. Then you manage one culture, one team, one behavior, similar behavior, I can say. Here it's totally opposite. My first experience in UAE was that I joined the company with the 36. I had 36 nationalities in my team, in my company. I was leading the company, and it was, I can tell you, it was a nightmare understanding, starting from the holidays, starting from the behavior, who is doing what, religious, cultural, other cultural limitations, etc.
So I believe all this somehow shaped your leadership way and your philosophy.
Absolutely. Another difference that shape your leadership philosophy is a business relationship. It's absolutely mandatory everywhere in the world. You need to build up a relationship with your customers, with your clients, to have as better as possible. That's no doubt. No matter are you in Europe or you are in the Middle East, Dubai especially, you have to build your relationship. The one thing what is different between here and Europe is that in Middle East, relationship can some kind overcome the transaction. While in Europe, actually, it's more focused on efficiency and professionalism and putting a little bit relationship and decision-making process a little bit aside. Which means you need to be ready that sometimes in the Middle East, especially in some less developed countries, a relationship can drive decision-making process towards you or towards somebody else who has a better relationship with the customer.
So personal connections and networking, it really makes big change here.
Yeah, and absolutely. And the third, maybe also one of the very, very important and difference is market dynamic. Again, we are comparing Middle East, not only Dubai, comparing Middle East and this region with Europe. Europe is more regulated. Consumer pattern is already somehow established. There is no big swapping and change, and there is a somehow already accepted way of doing the business. Middle East, especially some less developed countries, development is or growing is massive, is huge. And this huge development requires a lot of technological and innovative solutions to come to help this growth. Sometimes we are witnessing that overnight you lose or you gain new consumers by doing some of the innovations or technological upgrades in our business.
So in this way, my next question is quite logical. Right now, everything is going about AI. So AI nowadays is playing a major role in company transformation, automation, operational efficiency. Do you think this is what we are witnessing now? It's a natural path? It's something inevitable? What are your thoughts about it?
First, let me allow me to make a small joke. We did with some bankers and talking about AI, and we said AI exists last 20 years. Just 20 years ago, AI was you put 10 IT programmers in the room and give them 30 days to develop the algorithm. What is the difference today? Today, ChatGPT became for free and very user-friendly. But put a joke aside, definitely AI brings a lot of benefits to the companies. Unfortunately, still there are a lot of barriers for companies to understand and to accept how to use AI at the moment, how they can really integrate in their business process on a daily basis. This actually is a big, I believe that this coming from a big untrust of the sources and the results. We still do not have a full trust on AI, first of all, from where the information coming from, and secondly, how we will use it in the future, how this will really benefit us. And we need to invest some time, some money, etc., in order to build up this new, let's say, frame of work.
So in this way, how recently did you add this service and how did it help your clients?
Understanding all those barriers and the limitations and challenges that companies have in line with our one of the vertical pillars, which is AI Lab, we, in one of our company, member of the executive group, we develop 5 different ways of deployment of the AI framework that can suit to any client needs. it can be or on-premise or cloud standalone or integrated cloud or cloud plus on-premise as a hybrid model or totally private cloud. In line with this, let's say, trend, we further developed the hardware part, rack, that actually can serve the most concerned companies who would like to really work and play in the very safe and protected environment, which means that with the all pre-installed algorithms and formulas inside of that rack, you can actually control your level of information, but also you can control who will use your system in a very, very protected way.
Mr. Ratko, when I'm looking at your professional and educational experience, you completed Senior Executive and Leadership Program and IMD Business School in Switzerland, and also you are going as an MBA advisory board in American University in Dubai and Rome Business School in Belgrade. So can you share your experience? For example, let's start with American University in Dubai first.
Okay, let me first, as an introduction of this answer, say something about importance for a business. Definitely, we already mentioned previously that knowledge is something that you need to absolutely have if you want to do some job. Means you need to know what are you doing. But there is, from my point of view and from some research point of view, there is something which is more important than knowledge. Knowledge, yes, but if you don't have a right attitude, this knowledge will not be used in a proper way. Me personally, when I hire people for my team, I usually look for the attitude. If the person who is joining the team has a good attitude and normally eager to learn, eager to open the mind, etc., we can teach them the skills, required skills and necessary skills. This is, let's say, easier process than to change the attitude. Otherwise, we are having people with a bad attitude who maybe have enough knowledge and enough experience, but with a bad attitude, they can destroy all the strategy that company build up. Which means that usually people, especially people from HR function, they say that strategy can be eaten for a breakfast by behavior, by company culture. Which means that we need to take care about attitude as one of the most important things. And by the way, research that I mentioned showing that success is coming 12% from the knowledge and 88% from the attitude.
Interesting. So that means it's not about knowledge you have, it's about how you can use this knowledge and your skills in your daily
Exactly. As I said, if with the right attitude you can all what you learned in the school or through the experience, you can use it in a proper way. This is why it's important combination of the knowledge and the good behavior. I mean, attitude to be positive, to be open to learn, etc., etc. All these things in combination are required for one successful journey of each of us. This is the reason why I joined, first of all, to the American University as an advisory board member here in Dubai. Then later on as a guest lecturer in Rome Business School in Belgrade. And also I did a couple of more guest lectures, single guest lectures in a couple of more universities here in the region. That's the main reason to share the experience with the youngsters and with the young people who just starting some job, no matter is it their own job or this is they're starting work in the companies. We need to give them some background and to give them some kind of, I call this practical experience, which is much faster and much better. Why I'm saying that, I don't want to sound against the school, but this way of education must change. It was this way of education, going to primary school, then go to high school, then am I good for this university or not? Then I spend, all in all, you go, I don't know how much, 20 years you are going to the school. And any of the students who finish the university, none of them is ready to work. They need to pass through some things, which means that we need to change this way of education. Again, I'm not against this kind of education. I'm just against on the way that needs to massively change because it was developed in the past when we didn't know what is the phone. not mobile, not internet, etc. We didn't know what the phone is.
So they need to concentrate more on developing soft skills in young children, for example.
I think that all education must go towards more practical presence of even the kids, small kids need to start doing the things and learn from the doing the things. Of course, younger generation will do some simple things, and how you are growing, going to the maybe more developed companies, doing more complex tasks. Actually, you will learn faster, and you will be ready faster and quicker to jump into some projects and deliver some positive outcomes.
In this way, I would like to ask you, Mr. Ratko, do you think having a business education, is it really necessary for somebody who is running the business, or he can learn it just from his practical experience? What is your idea about it? Because you have a business education.
Yes and no. I mean, business education is important because you mentioned that I already participate in a couple of programs, pretty high-level programs, etc. This kind of gathering, helping senior executives to gain some information and some experience in one place from different part of the world, different industries, and maybe to open the mind how I can use all what I heard from other industries, can I use it in my daily job? This is a faster learning, and I believe that, yes, experience through doing the job is one very, very good learning process, but it takes a lot of time. Just to be very clear, usually people say he has an experience of 20 years in some company. I disagree with these kind of statements, just for one reason. We gain experience only if you are involved in the decision-making process. If you are sitting, for example, somewhere in a government office and doing nothing from 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. and go home and even do some personal things during these 8 hours, actually we are not gaining experience at all. We are just wasting time. And after 20 years, we say, oh, it's experience. He was sitting or doing something in that office. Actually, that's not experience. That's a waste of time. Experience is only happening or gaining through the decision-making process. Wrong or right. As much as you are making decisions, your percentage of making good decisions increasing.
Okay, so coming back to your educational experience, does it take much time from your business activity?
No, it's. I'm doing this because I like it very much. I like how I'm getting a little bit older. I would not say more experienced, but maybe it's better to say more experience. I have some kind of need to share this experience with others and to help them on easier way to do some tasks and do some jobs in their duties in a different way. And because I like it, I'm doing this in a time when how to say, it's not a free time, but when I really enjoy doing that, even during the weekends or during the traveling somewhere, etc., and it's not taking too much time. It's really making me so happy when I do that.
So, and my last question would be, what would you advise for us, Solus City team?
First of all, I would really thank you for the invitation. I enjoyed this discussion with you today. For Solus City, I can tell you, as you in Dubai, you are a startup company, and I can tell you, you are doing amazing job so far, as I know.
Thank you.
And I really recommend you, one very important thing is keep the persistence. Be persistent, continue on that way, do this what you're doing so far, and I guarantee to you that it will be a successful story.
Thank you, Mr. Ratko, for joining us today. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I wish you best of luck in your business path. And thank you for our audience watching our podcast today. And please follow our YouTube channel, Solus City.